Chapter 15 are environment. Topic is energy. All ecosystem must transfer energy. All ecosystem, that is a natural ecosystem or a man-made ecosystem, the living organism should transfer the energy. The energy flow is one direction. The energy flow in one direction. The heat energy from the sun is held to the chemical energy. The heat energy is converted into a chemical energy. So plants preparing the own food by the process of photosynthesis. So the chemical energy locked in the organisms. Okay, once if the physical energy is converted to a chemical energy, will not reverse. That's why this is energy flow is one direction. So that this is one direction. The energy flow is in one direction. When we eat other living things, the energy is passed down to us. When we eat other living things, maybe a plant or maybe an animal, okay, the energy is passed to us. And all energy transfers originate from the sun. So the major source of energy is sun only. So here the very important one, the energy flow is in one direction. Why? Question will come. Next, trophic levels. It refers to the position of an organism. It refers to the position of an organism in a food chain. Plants are the first trophic level, that is called T1, T for trophic level 1. Herbivores occupies the second trophic level called T2. Carnivores that eat herbivores are at the third trophic level T3. The fourth trophic level T4 is often occupied by the top carnivore. So in a ecosystem, maximum 3 to 4 trophic levels only is available. After fourth trophic level, the energy will reduce. Now again the trophic levels. The position of an organism along a food chain called trophic level. These are the position. Position. So producers, all green plants, blue green all comes under the producer because prepare the food. Okay, so the all green plant comes under producer, that is T1. Next, second trophic level. Herbivores. This eats plants, no? So called it herbivores. It comes second trophic level. The grasshopper is eaten by the rat. Okay, so it is comes a third trophic level. This is eaten by the hawk. Okay, so like that, the position of organism called trophic levels. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4. So totally 4 trophic levels are here. So energy transfer into one organism to another organism. So it is all one direction. It is passing to the single direction. Next, what is food chain? What is food chain? Flow of energy in an ecosystem is one-way process. So these are the flow of energy. It's a one-way process. Once the energy is transferred here and here, it will not reverse. So that it is a one-way process. The sequence of an organism through which the energy flows is known as food chain. So from the sun, energy flow into the plants. The plants utilizes solar energy and prepare the food. So this is eaten by the grasshopper. So some amount of energy is transferred here. This grasshopper eaten by the frog. So from some amount of energy is transferred to frog. Like that, energy is transfer one to another one organism. So this is called food chain. So this is a unidirectional. Once energy is transferred to other organism, will not reverse. Okay, here some type of food chains are given. Forest, food chain in forest, food chain in a grassland, food chain in a pond. So these are some examples. Is a forest, food chain in a forest. Therefore, trees are they eaten by the deer eaten by the lion or tiger. Okay, so energy is transfer one organism to another organism. It's a grassland ecosystem. So grass is eaten by the grasshopper eaten by the frog eaten by the snake eaten by the hawk or other animals. Okay, like that energy is transfer one to another organism. This is also unidirectional. Energy is flowing one traffic level to another traffic level. And this is a pond ecosystem. So like that, like this energy is transferred one to another organism. So from all type of food chain, the plants are the producer. Plants are the producer. From the plants only the food is transferred one to another organism. Okay, so this is also unidirectional. Next, food web. Food web. Food web can be defined as a network of food chains which are interconnected at various trophic levels. A network of food chains which are interconnected. These are interconnected. So here not it's linearly it is travel. Okay, here interconnected, one organism connected to the another organism in food chain. So to form a number of feeding connection amongst different organisms of a biotic community. So it is connected, each and every organism food chains are connected. It is also known as consumer resource system. Consumer resource system. Here producer is here. It is eaten by the one animal. This is eaten by another one animal. Again this is eaten by the another animal. So the food habits are interconnected. So we cannot specify this animal only eat this animal. Like that we cannot specify. So there are many interlinked food chains are there called food web. Okay, we are using the word website now. What is website? Many systems are connected. Like that in food web many food chains are interconnected. All the organisms are interlinked. Okay, based on the food. Okay, this is called food web. Okay, so many organisms are interlinked. Okay, this is another example for the food web. So many organisms are there. So this organism eaten by this organism eaten by the python. Like that there are so many interlinked interconnections are there in the food chain. So these are the examples of food web. Many interconnections are there. Now differentiate between food chain and food web. The food chain, it consists of a single unit of food relations, single unit only present. It is a complex formed by the several unit of food relation. Here single unit, here complex. It is a straight sequence of organism, straight sequence. Here a network of many linkages among the connected food chain. Many links are there. It has maximum 4 to 5 population of different species. 4 to 5 populations only here. But a food web consists of numerous populations. For example, you see here numerous populations are here. Okay, here single populations. Okay, here numerous populations. Okay, next, a disturbance in the food chain is difficult to overcome. A disturbance in the food chain is difficult to overcome. For example, if grasshopper is not there, there is no food for frog. Okay, if frog is not there, no food for these animals. Okay, so if a food is a food chain, the disturbance in the food chain, there is a difficult to overcome. Okay, next animal cannot get food. Here in food web, a disturbance is overcome after some time. Here so many organisms are there, no? So if it is affected, is one animal is affected from the food. Okay, so it is obtained food from some other ways. So it is overcome. The food web is overcome. The animals can overcome. Okay, but in food chain is very difficult. So these are differentiate between the food chain and the food web. Next, energy pyramid. Energy pyramid. Okay, so pyramid. In the pyramid, the energy flow is explained. Okay, here primary producer, plants are called a primary producer because it produces food. From producers only energy is transferred to one trophic level to another one trophic level. Energy will travel. That is energy flow is occur. Okay, the plants prepare their own food with the help of sunlight. Okay, and the physical energy is converted into a chemical energy. The food is prepared here 100%. When the producers eaten by the primary consumer, that means herbivores, so 10% of the energy only transfer to the primary consumer. Here 100% food is available. When herbivores eat primary producers, only 10% of the energy transfer to the primary consumer. When the primary consumer eaten by the secondary consumer, only 1% of the energy is transferred. When the secondary consumers eaten by the third level consumer, only 0.1% of the energy is transferred. And when the third level eaten by the another trophic level organism, only 0.01% is transfer. That means energy 0.01% of energy transfer. Okay, so when the energy passing from one trophic level to another one trophic level, only 10% of the energy transfer. So that this is called a 10% law. It's an important question. 10% law. When the energy flow from one trophic level to another one trophic level, only 10% of the energy is transfer. Remaining percentage of energy utilized for their life process, for respiration, for excretion, for other process utilized. Okay, so here 100% of energy is available. When it is this energy is traveled to the primary consumer, so only 10% energy traveled, then 1%, 1.1%, then 0.01%. So like that energy flow is occurs only 10%. Okay, when these organisms die, that is decomposed by the microorganism, again the nutrients are reach to the soil, again plants absorb the nutrients and grow well, and again it produces the food. Again that is energy transfer from one trophic level to another one trophic level. Okay, so this is called a 10% law. 10% law. The energy flow is explained in a pyramid. So this is called energy pyramid. Okay, next another one important question, biomagnification. magnification. What's mean by magnification? Magnification, we are using the word in the microscope, magnifying the small object, no? Small to big, big object, no? So magnification means enlarge or increasing. Biomagnification. Biomagnification. What is magnification? Generally we use the word magnification. By microscope, magnify the small object into large. Magnification means enlarging. The meaning is enlarging. Biomagnification means toxic substances become increasingly concentrated within living organisms as they move up each step of the food chain. So here the chemical content are increasing in our food chain, called biomagnification. How the chemical substances are increasing? For example, when we use excessive fertilizer or pesticides or insecticides to the agriculture field, when there is a rain, heavy rain, the rainwater which carries a toxic content to the nearby water resources like a pond, lake, river, like that. So that these water resources get polluted, okay, called water pollution. Okay, from this water resources many living organisms are survives. Okay, so the chemical substances enter into the organisms. Okay, so when the energy transfer from one trophic level to another one trophic level, the toxic content level will increase. For example, the producer having the toxic content is 1000. Okay, when the energy transfer to the next trophic level, okay, zooplankton, okay, the 1000 amount is increased to 10,000. So when it is transfer, energy is transferred to the next trophic level, okay, it is increased to lakhs, okay, and crores, 10 crores, like that. The toxic content level will increase. This is called biomagnification. Again, the biomagnification means the toxic content are increased, okay, in our food chain in every trophic level. For example, basically there are only 1000 amount of toxic content, that is DDT is a chemical fertilizer is there. When the energy transfer from producer to one trophic level to next trophic level, it is increased 10,000 and lakhs and crore, like that is increased. The top carnivores will having the maximum amount of toxic content in their body. This is called biomagnification. Okay, in 10% law, every trophic level only 10% of energy is transferred. Here it's increasing and there 10% only travel here, increasing every trophic levels, and top of the organism having much toxic content in their body. Okay, so this is called biomagnification or bioconcentration. Next, ozone layer. Okay, what is ozone layer? The ozone layer is a layer of gas consisting of O3 molecules called ozone. Ozone is a mixture of gases which is present in the atmosphere that forms when free oxygen molecules bond with oxygen molecules. when free oxygen molecules bond to the oxygen molecules. Here one oxygen molecule is there, it is connected to the other two oxygen molecules, and 2 plus 1 3 and 3. Okay, the molecular formula of ozone is O3. Here 3 oxygen molecules are here. Okay, now how ozone formed and maintained. Okay, how ozone formed and maintained. UV light split oxygen into 2 free oxygen atoms. UV light splits oxygen into 2 free oxygen atoms. Here oxygen molecules are there. The UV rays enter into the earth and split the oxygen molecules into free oxygen atoms. Oxygen, it is oxygen on atom, it is an oxygen atoms. One of these free oxygen atoms bind with another one oxygen molecule to make ozone. This is one of the oxygen atoms. Already some amount of oxygen molecule is there and it is fused with the oxygen molecule and forms O3. Okay, like that ozone is formed. That means it's a mixture of gases, a layer which is in the environment. What is the use of the ozone layer? The ozone layer prevent from the ultraviolet rays, which is called UV rays from the sun. The UV rays cause skin cancer. Okay, the ozone layer only protect us from the harmful UV rays. Now, ozone depletion. Ozone layer depletion is simply the wearing out or reduction of the amount of ozone in the stratosphere. What is stratosphere? There are some atmosphere layers are there. No, that the stratosphere is one of the atmospheric layer. In the stratosphere only the ozone layer is present. Unlike the pollution which has many types and causes, ozone depletion has been pinned down to one of the major human activity. The ozone is depletion or affected by human activities. Check. What are they? Industries that manufacture things like insulating foams, solvents, soaps, cooling things like air conditioners, refrigerators, and take away containers. That means the milk and the fruits and vegetables are carried in the container, no, AC filled containers, no, that called take away containers. Use something called chlorofluorocarbon is common, is generally called it as, in shortly called it as CFCs. CFC is a major source of causing ozone depletion. Okay, the causes of ozone depletion, some other causes. Activities that affect air, water, land, flora and fauna. So what are the activities affect these all the things? No, it is leads to the ozone depletion. The first one, on-road car and truck air conditioning systems. The air conditioning system is there, in the car, that release CFCs. Air conditioning and refrigeration appliances, that is also produce CFCs. Electronic gadgets and devices cause some harmful rays. Chemicals and pesticides. Improper disposal of chemical waste containers. Land use and development, that means factories, buildings also includes. Production and consumption of compounds like fluorofluorocarbons, halogens, carbon tetrachloride and methyl chloroform. So these are the source of ozone depletion. When these substances increase, no, that cause or that makes ozone hole. There is a gap, there is a hole in the ozone. It's not like a normal hole, what we are seeing a hole, no, not that hole. There is a reduction of ozone layer in the particular area, that is called the ozone hole. So through the ozone hole, the harmful UV rays enter in our body. Okay, enter through this ozone layer, the UV rays enter into the earth, and it is affect all living organisms, cause skin cancers. Okay, when there is no, there is a reduction of ozone layer, no, then that is called ozone hole. The ozone hole is not technically hole, where no ozone is present, called ozone hole. It's actually a region of depleted ozone in the stratosphere over the Antarctic that happens at the beginning of southern hemisphere spring, August to October. The average concentration of ozone in the atmosphere is about 300 Dobson unit. 300 Dobson unit should be their average. So any area where the concentration drops below 220 Dobson unit is considered part of the ozone hole. So totally 300 Dobson unit should be there. When it is goes below 220 Dobson unit, so there is a reduction of ozone layer. Then this is considered as a ozone hole. Through the ozone hole, the UV rays enter and cause many diseases like skin cancers. Now, how to prevent? Limit private vehicles driving to decrease the vehicle emissions. When burning the fossil fuels, no, so many harmful gases are released, no, so that will be reduced. Use public transport system to decrease the pollution and global warming. Okay, so just avoid the car, bike, like that vehicle. Use public transport like bus, train, etc. By using eco-friendly household or other cleaning agents, avoid excess use of pesticide, insecticide, like that. Replacing CFCs by other materials which are less damaging. So just use avoid of ACs and refrigerator that only produces more amount of chlorofluorocarbon, not that you avoid. Manufacturing and using of ozone depleting chemicals must be stopped. Okay, what are the chemicals are damage the ozone? No, that should be stopped. Grow more and more trees. Excess use of air conditioner must be prevented. Avoid usage of air conditioner. We can use but not too much. Okay, so when you follow these preventions, no, these points, no, there is less less problems. Next. Methods of sewage disposal. So many waste are dumped in the environment, no, that also affect the environment, no. So there are some safe waste disposal. One is landfill. What is landfill? You collect all the waste material and filled under the land, called a landfill. Next, incineration. Incineration is a type of waste disposal. What will happen in the incineration? Okay, we burn all the waste materials. We burn all the waste material, for example biomedical waste, which are waste released by the hospitals, no, that should be burned, because from that waste only so many diseases may spread. Okay, so it is incineration. Waste compaction. Okay, so many wastes are there. The waste, everything crushed compactly. Okay, so it reduces the more amount of waste. And biogas generation. Collect the animal waste and dump in the particular place, that is decomposed by the microorganism and produce a biogas. And composting, to collect the plants and animal waste in a particular place. After some time, the waste are decomposed by the microorganism like a bacteria and fungi and converted into compost, which help for the agriculture purpose. And vermicomposting. So here also the decomposition will occur, but here earthworm will include. Here earthworm will not. Here earthworm will involve for preparing compost, so that this is called vermicompost. So these are some safety waste disposal. So if we follow these methods, no, we can reduce the environmental pollution. Next, conclusion. Harmful gases are the main cause of ozone depletion. It is risk the lives of living beings. Protocols implemented and result are better. Protocols means what? Some legal procedures, some rules and law to prevent the pollution. That is called protocols. Volunteer action for future generation. Some volunteers are there. They will create awareness. They create awareness about the environmental pollution. Whole world must join hand and spread awareness about the issues of the ozone layer depletion. Here whole world, not word. Your small efforts could make a big difference. Each and everybody, if you concentrate in these things, no, we can reduce very much environmental pollution and we can save the environment. Thank you.